Have you ever wondered why no matter what you try, the pain always comes back? You use the creams, you take the pills, you even change your diet, and for a while things seem fine. Until one morning, the discomfort returns. That familiar burning, that sting every time you sit, that quiet frustration that slowly eats away at your patience. Hemorrhoids have a cruel way of reminding you that they're still there, even after you think you've done everything right. But what if I told you the real reason they keep coming back isn't what you think? What if the key to lasting relief has been in your hands all along, hidden in something you do every single day, but never paid attention to? Most people believe hemorrhoids are a curse of age, bad luck, or genetics, but they're not. They're the body's way of asking for balance. They appear when circulation slows, when the muscles weaken, when we forget how to move in harmony with our own biology. It's not punishment, it's feedback. Your body isn't broken, it's just trying to get your attention. And that's exactly what this video is about. Because the truth is, the secret to saying goodbye to hemorrhoids forever isn't a miracle cream or an expensive procedure. It's a single daily habit, one that reactivates your body's natural healing mechanism, restores healthy blood flow, and rebuilds the strength of your veins from the inside out. It's simple, it's free, and it's something you can start today. But most people never realize how powerful it is. So before we uncover that habit, take a moment and imagine what it would feel like to wake up without pain, to sit, walk, and go to the bathroom without fear or hesitation, to no longer plan your day around discomfort or avoid things you enjoy because of that constant burning ache. That life is possible, and it begins with understanding how your body truly works. At Relief Health, we don't just talk about symptoms, we look deeper at what causes them and how to fix the problem from its source. Because once you understand the cause, you stop fighting your body and start working with it. You stop depending on things that only cover the pain, and instead you allow your body to heal itself, the way it was designed to. And that's why you should stay until the very end of this video, because what I'm about to show you could change how you see your body forever. It's not complicated, it doesn't require expensive treatments, but it does require awareness, and once you see it, you'll never look at healing the same way again. If you're new here, subscribe to Relief Health. Every week we share evidence-based ways to help your body recover naturally, to reduce pain, improve circulation, and bring back your comfort and confidence. Because healing doesn't have to be hard. Sometimes it just has to be real. Now let's take a closer look at why most people never truly heal from hemorrhoids, and what the body has been trying to tell you all along. For most people, the first instinct when hemorrhoids appear is to look for something that promises fast relief. A cream, a suppository, maybe a pill that calms the pain or reduces the swelling. And for a moment, it feels like it works. The burning fades, the itching slows down, and you finally feel some peace. But then a few days or weeks later, the pain comes back, sometimes even worse than before. It's a frustrating cycle that makes you believe your body just can't heal. But the truth is far simpler. Those treatments don't work because they're fighting the wrong battle. Hemorrhoids are not a surface problem. They're not just swollen veins near the rectum. They're the visible sign of a deeper imbalance. When blood flow slows down, pressure builds. When inflammation increases, tissues lose their strength. The result? Fragile veins that can't handle the stress of everyday life. Creams might soothe the outside, but they never reach what's broken on the inside. Pills might numb the pain, but they never restore circulation. And surgeries, while they can remove what's visible, often ignore what caused the problem in the first place. That's why so many people go through treatment after treatment without ever finding real healing. It's like trying to dry the floor while the faucet is still leaking. You can wipe the water all day, but if you don't fix what's feeding the problem, the water will keep coming back. Your body works the same way. If the cause is still there, poor blood circulation, inflammation, and the strain from years of sitting too long or ignoring bowel urges, the symptoms will always return. What most people never realize is that hemorrhoids are the body's way of asking for movement, for oxygen, for balance. It's not about adding more chemicals or medications. It's about removing what's blocking the flow of life inside you. Because healing doesn't come from the outside in, it comes from within. When you stop masking symptoms and start supporting your body's natural rhythm, everything begins to change. The veins recover, the inflammation decreases, and the tissues regain strength. But that process only starts when you give your body what it truly needs. And that's what we're about to uncover. The daily habit I'm going to show you might sound simple, maybe even too simple to matter. But it's the one thing your body has been missing all this time. It's the habit that restores blood flow, relieves pressure, and restarts the natural cycle of repair. Once you understand how it works, you'll see why nothing else you've tried has ever lasted. Before we go deeper, I want you to think about this. Every organ in your body depends on circulation. Every cell depends on oxygen, and the veins affected by hemorrhoids are no different. They need movement, hydration, and consistent flow to stay healthy. Without that, no amount of treatment can replace what the body itself was designed to do. So in the next part, we'll dive into the science of circulation and healing to understand what truly happens inside your body and why this simple daily habit can transform everything from the ground up. The human body is a masterpiece of constant movement. Even when you're still, your heart keeps beating, your blood keeps flowing, your cells keep exchanging oxygen and nutrients every single second. This rhythm, this quiet dance inside you, is what keeps every organ alive. But when that flow slows down, when the rhythm breaks, everything begins to suffer. And nowhere is that more visible than in the delicate network of veins surrounding the rectum. Those veins are not weak by nature. They were designed to expand and contract, to handle pressure when you sit, walk, or even strain during a bowel movement. But they depend entirely on good circulation to stay healthy. When that circulation weakens, from hours of sitting, from dehydration, from lack of movement, blood starts to pool, pressure builds, the walls of the veins stretch beyond what they were meant to handle, and tiny inflammations turn into pain, swelling, and bleeding. That's when hemorrhoids appear. The body, however, never stops trying to fix itself. Every second it sends signals, microscopic calls for repair. It sends new cells to rebuild damaged tissue. It tries to push stagnant blood forward. It tries to reduce inflammation naturally. But when the same habits that caused the problem continue, the body gets trapped in a loop. It's like trying to heal a wound while you keep reopening it every day. The intention to heal is there, but the conditions to do so are not. What most people don't realize is that circulation is not just about the heart. It's about movement, the gentle rhythmic contraction of your muscles that act like pumps, helping blood return from the lower parts of your body back to the heart. When you walk, stretch, or even stand up and breathe deeply, you're helping your veins push blood upward. When you sit for too long or ignore the urge to go to the bathroom, that flow stops. The veins stay full, the pressure increases, and the pain worsens. Inflammation is the body's response to that pressure. It's its way of saying something is stuck here. But inflammation that never goes away is a sign that the system is blocked, that the natural rhythm has been lost. The body can't heal what it can't move. This is why real healing doesn't come from applying something on the surface. It comes from restoring the internal flow that makes healing possible. The oxygen that travels through your blood, the nutrients that repair your tissues, the enzymes that calm inflammation, they all depend on circulation. When that flow is reactivated, the body doesn't need to be told what to do. It just remembers. Think about how good it feels to stretch after sitting for a long time. That warm pulse running through your legs, the rush of blood that feels almost electric. That's your body waking up. That's circulation returning. Now imagine giving your body that same gift every single day. Imagine teaching it to keep the blood moving, to carry oxygen to those fragile veins, to wash away inflammation before it becomes pain. That's not just relief, that's repair. And here's where the secret habit comes in, because the way to restore this natural flow is not through medicine or surgery. It's through a simple action that your body was designed for, one that we've forgotten in our modern lifestyle. It doesn't require equipment. It doesn't cost anything, but it has the power to restart your healing process from the inside out. In the next part, I'll reveal exactly what that habit is and how something so ordinary can bring such extraordinary results. You'll understand why those who rediscover it don't just find relief but freedom, the kind of freedom that comes when your body finally remembers how to heal. It's time to reveal what your body has been waiting for, the one habit that could change everything. The secret isn't a miracle cure, a supplement, or a hidden herb. It's movement. Simple, natural, consistent movement. Not intense workouts, not exhausting routines. Just the daily rhythm your body was designed to live by. Walking, stretching, breathing, standing, flowing. Because the moment you move, everything inside you begins to wake up. When you move, your muscles act as pumps, pushing blood through the veins, bringing oxygen to every cell, and clearing away what your body no longer needs. It's like turning on the circulation switch, the one that reactivates the natural repair process that has been shut down by long hours of sitting and tension. This is why movement heals, because movement brings flow, and flow brings life. If you spend most of your day sitting, your body is stuck in a silent trap. Blood starts to pool in the lower veins, pressure builds, inflammation rises, and those swollen veins around the rectum have no way to recover. But the moment you get up, take a few steps, roll your shoulders, stretch your legs, you're telling your body, wake up, heal. It doesn't take much. 5 to 10 minutes of walking every few hours can completely change how your body circulates blood. The results are cumulative. Every small effort adds up to a massive transformation. And this habit goes beyond movement. It's also about rhythm, the rhythm of listening to your body's signals. Every time you ignore the urge to go to the bathroom, every time you rush or strain, you interrupt that rhythm. The veins around the rectum are delicate, and they depend on balance. When you hold waste inside for too long, you increase pressure. When you push too hard, you cause microtears and inflammation. But when you respect your body's natural timing, when you go when you need to go calmly and without force, you're restoring harmony to the system that was designed to keep you healthy. This is what healing really means. It's not about doing more. It's about doing the right things at the right time with awareness. Movement, rhythm, and hydration, the holy trinity of circulation and repair. When these three align, your body doesn't just stop hurting, it starts rebuilding itself. And science backs this up. Studies show that people who maintain regular light activity throughout the day, especially walking and stretching, have stronger vein elasticity, lower inflammation, and better digestive flow. It's not magic, it's physiology. The more you move, the more your blood moves, and the more your blood moves, the more your body heals. Now imagine this as a daily ritual instead of a chore. A morning walk as a reset button, standing up every hour to stretch, breathe, and let the body do what it knows best. Listening to your natural urge to evacuate without resistance, drinking enough water to keep everything flowing. These small actions, repeated consistently, do what no medication can. They bring your body back into rhythm with itself. That's the secret most people overlook. It's not a new discovery, it's an ancient truth. Your body doesn't want to live in stillness. It was made to move, to flow, to breathe. And when you give it that chance, the healing begins, quietly, consistently, from the inside out. So the next time you think you need something external to fix you, remember, your body already has the tools. All it needs is your cooperation. All it needs is that one habit, the habit of movement, of hum. In the next part, I'll show you exactly how to integrate this habit into your life. Step by step, with simple routines that restore circulation, reduce inflammation, and make your body stronger every single day. Because once you feel that rhythm return, you'll realize this isn't just about hemorrhoids. It's about your whole life finding its flow again. Now that you understand the power of movement, the next step is to bring it into your life, not as a task, but as a rhythm. Healing doesn't come from sudden change, it comes from consistency. The body doesn't need intensity, it needs attention. And when you give it that, it begins to rebuild quietly, day by day. The simplest way to start is to break the pattern of stillness. Every hour that you sit, stand up for a few minutes. Let your legs carry your weight. Let your blood move freely. Let your body breathe again. You don't have to rush anywhere. Just walk across the room, stretch your back, rotate your hips, roll your shoulders. These small gestures reactivate the circulation that's been asleep for too long. They tell your veins, you're not forgotten, you're alive. If you spend long hours at work or in front of a screen, set moments to move. It doesn't have to interrupt your day. It becomes part of it. Walk when you talk on the phone. Stretch while waiting for your coffee. Climb a few stairs instead of taking the elevator. Each small action creates a spark of flow, and those sparks add up. By the end of the day, you'll have given your body dozens of chances to recover what it lost through stillness. The next step is to listen, not just to move, but to notice. Your body speaks quietly through signs we often ignore. The feeling of fullness before a bowel movement, the slight pressure in your abdomen, the dryness in your mouth that asks for water. These are all the language of the body. When you respond to those signals, you create alignment. When you ignore them, the body compensates with strain, pressure, and inflammation. So when you feel the need to go, go. Don't rush, don't force, don't hold back. Sit with patience, breathe deeply, and let your body do what it knows. Pressing or holding your breath only increases pressure on the veins that are already fragile. Calm, natural elimination. That's part of the healing process. It restores the rhythm that nature intended. Hydration, too, is movement in another form. Every glass of water you drink becomes a message of flow. It keeps the blood thin, the intestines soft, the tissues flexible. Most people underestimate how powerful water can be for circulation. It's the simplest medicine, the easiest routine, and yet it's the one that makes everything else work better. Once you start doing this, something shifts. The body begins to cooperate. It rewards consistency with lightness, it replaces pain with relief, and it turns effort into flow. It's not about perfection. You'll have days where you forget, days where you sit too long, days where you feel the ache again. And that's okay. Healing is not a straight line. It's a conversation. What matters is that you return to the rhythm over and over until it becomes second nature. In time, you'll start to feel it. That soft pulse in your legs when you walk, that warmth in your abdomen when circulation flows freely again, that quiet confidence that returns when you realize your body is no longer fighting you, it's working with you. That's the true transformation. And here's the beauty of it. When you move with awareness, it doesn't just heal hemorrhoids, it heals everything. Your digestion improves, your mood lifts, your energy stabilizes. The same blood that nourishes your veins also feeds your brain, your heart, your skin. Healing one part of you means healing all of you. So start where you are. Walk a little more. Sit a little less. Breathe a little deeper. Drink a little water. Let your body remember the language of motion and flow. Because when you do, healing stops being a goal. It becomes your natural state. In the next part, I'll show you what happens when this rhythm finally takes over, when pain fades into memory, and the body returns to the harmony it was always meant to live in. That's where real freedom begins. There comes a moment in every healing process when something shifts, quietly, almost without you noticing. The pain that used to define your morning starts to fade. The burning that once made you dread every movement softens into calm. You begin to sit, to walk, to move without thinking about it. And that's when you realize your body has finally remembered how to heal. It doesn't happen all at once. Healing never does. It arrives like dawn, slowly, gently, until one day the light fills the room and you wonder how you ever lived in the dark. You look back at the creams, the pills, the fear, the endless cycle of hope and disappointment, and you realize they were never the answer. The answer was here all along. Inside you, waiting for you to listen. Your body is not your enemy. It never was. The pain was not a punishment. It was a message, a reminder that something had gone out of rhythm, that the flow of life itself had been interrupted. And once you gave that rhythm back, through movement, through awareness, through simple, consistent care, the body did what it was always meant to do. It healed. That's the real secret. Healing doesn't come from fighting your body. It comes from trusting it, from working with it instead of against it, from understanding that every ache, every signal, every moment of discomfort is not the body failing. It's the body communicating. And when you start listening, you stop suffering. Now imagine living each day like that, not worrying about pain, not fearing discomfort, not feeling trapped in your own body. Imagine waking up light, free, confident, knowing that the system inside you is flowing, clean, alive. That's not a fantasy. That's what happens when you honor your biology instead of trying to silence it. This habit, this simple act of movement and flow, is not just a physical cure. It's a lesson in how to live. It reminds you that everything in nature heals through motion. Rivers stay pure because they move. Air stays fresh because it circulates. Blood stays alive because it flows. The same is true for you. You are nature. You are movement. And the moment you stop fighting that truth, you begin to feel free again. So the next time you think about your body, don't see it as fragile. See it as intelligent. Don't see it as a burden. See it as your most loyal ally, always trying to protect you, always trying to find balance, even when you forget how. All it asks for is consistency, presence, and a little faith. If this video helped you see your body differently, share it with someone who needs to hear this message. Because there are millions of people still living in silence, believing their pain is permanent, when the truth is, their body is ready to heal too. At Relief Health, we believe that healing isn't about fighting disease. It's about restoring connection between you and your body, your mind and your rhythm, your breath and your life. Because the more you understand your body, the less you fear it. And when the fear goes away, freedom takes its place. Healing doesn't start with medicine. It starts with movement, and it ends with freedom.